Oh yeah. Go. Let's see what we got here. Interesting. So we're here. Talking to the good people out there. Well, it does appear this stream is not. Oh, Al, how you doing, buddy? How you doing? How are you, Al? Look what I got. Pinch grip, just the way I like it. All right, we got some good stuff. How you been doing, man? All right, we got some good stuff going here, you know? It was given to me at the tournament by another shooter, a father and son team. Good people. It looks like a Bill Hayes, doesn't it? Hello, Venomous. How you doing? Okay, I want to play some songs for my good buddy, a friend of mine. I just got to find my Instagram. Here we go. So how you been doing, everybody? I know that things have been. I mean, Christmas is almost here. I mean, I'm preparing for Christmas. I don't always post a lot of content much anymore. I'm sorry about that. I've been busy lately doing a lot. Now it's around Christmas. I can post some more content. I can do more, you know. Yeah. But yeah. Yeah, I know. It was an honor to meet Bill Hayes. He was an inspiration for me in the early days of my channel. How you doing, Camo Campa? How you doing, Bradley? All right, I'm gonna play some music for my good buddy. Let's see. I like some of his songs, so. Since we both have a love for '80s music, and he's a guy who makes his own music. Oh, not that one. So he makes a lot of music that's based on politics and everything like that. I'm doing well, Bradley. Here we go. Hear this song? Has a lot of 80s. Love the good music. I love it. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good. Little sample of that. I'm doing very well, everybody. Oh, we got 15 views and only 4 likes? You gotta be kidding me. I should have a little bit more than that with 15 views.
Anti-white America.
Oh, crap. That's something. No, let's not go there. Hello, Nomad. How you doing, buddy? How you doing? I already got 5. That's an improvement. Oh, I've been setting up my Christmas. I gotta put down. I guess tonight I'll set up the old Christmas tree. Oh God, it's a pain in the ass. Even though it's an artificial tree, it's a pain in the ass. This is why I like to go to other people's house and celebrate Christmas. It's a lot easier than setting up a tree yourself, you know. I like to wrap the presents and everything, you know, for my family. Exactly. Exactly. Hello, Hammer and Nails. Let's see what's going on. You know, I ran into a video, I think it says a lot, that Gen X had terrible childhoods. And if you're a member of Generation X, I could relate to this video a lot. We didn't have it easy, Generation X, we didn't. Our childhood was just, it was Lord of the Flies. If you don't know, if you were living Gen X, it was Lord of the Flies. It was sink or swim, live or die. You know, many members of my generation did not make it. The ones who did were a lot tougher. Well, I think we'll see. I doubt that's going to be a possibility with them. You just got to deal with them and get loud back. Bandito, you know, or bandolero, whatever. Isn't that what's already happening in the ghetto? How you doing, Cog? Thank you. Merry Christmas, bandolero, whatever. I cannot speak Spanish, okay? I only speak English. You know, one thing I do love about Americans, we have simple names. English Americans, we have simple names like Smith and John and Davis. We have simple names like this: Dave, John, Joe. You talk to people from any other culture, they have these names that you can't even freaking pronounce. You know? Yeah, exactly. What is it with names that are so hard to pronounce? You have to I don't know what it is. talk to someone in Arabic, right? They have a name that you can't pronounce, right? Because it's like la 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 la. It's like the way they speak is like that. They got their tongue in basically in a knot. You know what I mean? What is it about other cultures and how they? Yeah. At least with Westerners, you have names that you can pronounce very easily. You know very easily. Simple names, people. Hello. I'll call you Lizzie because you have a name I can't pronounce. Amen to that, hammer nails. Yeah, well, LaQuisha, yeah, it's some crap there. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. It's kind of stupid. A lot of these, I will say, most Black Americans are part white. To be honest with you, they have white ancestry. Oopsie. That's the reason why they're so light too. Why they look so different from Africans. If you look in their ancestors, there's a white guy in there. Look what happened with LeVar Burton. But yet they want to go back to Africa. Well, Africa doesn't even want them. That's kind of strange, Yeah. Four calling birds. That's a good one. Hammer and nails. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, we see we got. Oh, we got 13 views and 8 likes. Not a bad balance. All right, we got to get something done, I guess. Let's talk about movies, shall we? I know Christmas is coming up. I don't like modern Christmas movies. I really don't. I've seen great ones. I've seen the 70s Santa Claus movies. I have seen the original claymation, kind of like Christmas movies with about Rudolph and Frosty the Snowman. Yeah, the Grinch. Those were classics. I mean, the stuff they have today is just crap. You know what I mean? The stuff that kids, the Christmas movies that have today, that Hallmark stuff, nothing compared to the Charlie Brown Christmas special. Nothing compared to that. So true, Sensei. But the point is that modern Christmas movies are just not that good. They don't. You mean look at a movie like Home Alone. That was a fun Christmas movie, wasn't it? Things I grew up watching. So these are some good things. I voted for Trump. You don't like it, you can go someplace else. I don't care. I voted for the guy. You don't like my politics? I don't give a damn. Well, Ben, there. Yeah, it's interesting to me. In a way, I feel sorry for the blacks. They were the canary in the coal mine when it came to this feminist idea. Basically, the black community is a matriarchy. No, the liberals are pro-crime. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You can't railroad somebody who didn't do anything wrong, and you call it justice. Mm. Well, I'm ready for Jesus. Is what I am. Pussycat. Yeah, I mean they talk about like basically Trump using the legal system as a bludgeon. Well, they were doing that against Trump. They had no real evidence against him. You just want to destroy the man because he stood against you. He stood against your corruption. That's what it was. And now you might be going to jail. Oh, it's a grave injustice. Even though he's got evidence on you. I'm as grown as you can get it, Jordan. Exactly, Joseph. I'm a bit sarcastic. I mean, that's just who I am. I see the hypocrisy for what it is. I grew up in a generation where you had to find the humor in the darkest situations, otherwise you'd go insane. That's just who I am. Well, I wouldn't be tolerating in Mexico, Jay. Really, really. Well, she's not president now, is she? she she was a moron. She still is a moron. 12 views and 11 likes. Yep, Owen, that's true. So true. No, but she's not the only one who did that back in the day. Don't deny there were a lot of female politicians who did that. All right, Carrie. Oh, so true. It's too nice. A manipulative weirdo. Yeah, you're right, Carrie. Well, it's a cold winter day. There's snow on the ground. It's a white Christmas. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. Just like I used to know. And we got it here. Oh, yeah, we're going to go with the Amish route. Some people call me Jewish because of my nose, even though I have Scottish and Irish ancestry. You know. Well, something else is in the news. Meathead is, well, no more, sadly. I mean, I will say this. I'll give Rob Reiner, even though I didn't agree with anything Rob Reiner said. He did basically when Charlie Kirk died. He wasn't the first to jump for joy. He said it was a tragedy, that it wasn't right, that all life is precious, and I got to give him that. I got to give him that. You know, I don't know exactly what happened there. All reports said he had a junkie son. No, never will. Christian Galaxy. I gotta give him that. You know, I gotta give him the fact is he wasn't jumping for joy when Charlie Kirk got assassinated. Like a lot of other liberals were. You know. Neither did I. Neither did I. I thought he was a moron. A boomer moron. And Archie Bunker used to call his character Meathead. So yeah, yeah, pretty much he was a meathead. But he didn't deserve what he got, in my opinion. It's kind of funny. I heard about it. Yeah, I heard about it. The thing is, I don't know why he's bothering with me. I don't even stream that much. You don't see me on online much anymore. He always has a hard on for me for some reason. I don't know what it is. If he's got something to say to me, say it to my face. Come to my face. He knows where I am. We can settle this like men. I'm not as mad as I used to be. I don't watch a lot of Indian films. I'm not a Larry. Well, working. I've been working, hammer. And I've been touching grass. I've been going out in the woods by myself, not recording anything, just doing what I love to do. I just got tired of it. I really did. I got tired of the BS, of the constant attacks, and I just needed some peace, and I just wanted to protect my peace. You know what I mean? Very true, very true. But I'm old, rock. I'm very old, rock. Well, I'm 45, rock, and sometimes you just want a little peace. You want the Mr. Miyagi garden. At my age, you want to basically have that inner peace and peace of mind. And I realize you don't get that from the internet. Sometimes you get it from being out in the real world. Most of the time you get it from out there. Because the internet is not the real world. Let's be honest here. We're all staring at screens. Sometimes you just don't want to do recording all the time. You just want to just do something like I used to do when I was younger. I think it's far more important, to have a private life. Like I said, he can come see me, brain dead. We're not going to do this on the internet. Nah. I'm not going to do that. If he wants to see me, he can see me face to face, man to man. Okay. Christmas is good. It's Jesus' birthday. I'm talking about different things. But we're not going to do this internet stuff. We're going to do this the old-fashioned way. If he wants to talk to me, he better take the drive, come up and see me. We'll see what happens there, if he's got the balls. I don't really care either way. I mean, he could do what he wants. I become pretty indifferent about it, We don't see eye to eye, and that's just... Go ahead. Tell him not to bring his camera. That's good camo. Yeah, 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 Alex. Well, it does appear we have like 15 likes. I think we've run its course on this stream, you know. Oh, Nads. Interesting. Anyway, I gotta go. God bless you. All glory goes to God. Merry Christmas, everyone. See me.